I spoke to you a couple of weeks ago in the interim coming into Dens Park to take control for that 5-day period. What does it actually mean to get over the line now and actually have the job for real?
First and foremost, it's a huge honour to be the manager of this football club. I always wanted to be a coach, a manager, but to do it here, it's probably a bit more special as well for me, just because of my history with the club, how the fans have been with me, and kind of what we've went through together. So I'm delighted and I can't wait to get started.
And you spoke about the way that Dundee football team have looked after you since the difficulties that you've had with the end of your playing career. From a point of view of now elevating and working through the ranks, does that make you better qualified to be the manager of Dundee Football Club?
I would never say better qualified, because that's probably been disrespectful to the people that have been in the position before me. But no, I think I've got an insight into how the football club works. I've got a knowledge of how it works, and I've got probably a relationship with everybody in the building. I know how good the staff are behind the scenes. I know what this club means to them, and look, we need to get everybody on board. We need to all be together to get this place back in a position where we're all proud of coming in here, and the fans are proud of coming and watching us. And that's the ultimate aim for me, is to turn that around to a place where everybody wants to come in and work, be happy, but more importantly, we've got a team in the pitch that the fans are proud of.
You've been involved in Dundee for 5 years, so you've got a good understanding of, as you say, how the establishment works. The players know you. How much easier does that make the transition period for your managerial career from now on?
It helped as a coach. When I stopped playing and became a coach, I knew all the players, I knew all the kids that were there as well, and that kind of transfers now, and probably a greater extent that you're getting into a first team environment. I had no issue when I went in for the final week of the season. I knew the characters, I know what they're like, and of course it's going to help, because someone that maybe didn't have that was coming in and was having to get to know a lot of people. There's a lot of people at a football club other than the players as well that you need to get to know. So does it help me? I'm not sure, but it kind of takes it away that I don't need to go through that process. I know how everybody works, and I say I'll touch on it, and I think we need to get everybody behind this football club. It's not just about me or the players. There's a group of people in there that need to be behind us as well, and I know how much you want success for this club, and I'm delighted to be at the front of it, and we'll all be in it together.
This is your first managerial appointment. Was there ever a point where you thought, this is a huge club, this is a really, really big opportunity for me, but it's a club that means so much to me, and it's a bigger job for my first appointment?
No. When I weighed everything up, there were more important things like getting Jimmy Nicholl done. That was the biggest thing for me, getting him to come in with me. When that was done, I had no worries at all about coming into the club. But because of being at the club as a player, being a coach, that doesn't matter. I'm now the manager, and we start afresh. So I'll not get any special treatment. I'll not be expecting any special treatment. I've seen when you come in, you need to deliver at whatever role you're doing. I think for a time I delivered as a player, I delivered as a coach, and now I need to deliver as a manager. So I didn't think the job was too big. I didn't even give it a second thought. When I got that feeling, leading the lead up to the St Mirren game, I loved being round about the first team, that environment. I was ready to go, and I knew then that the time was right.
Jimmy Nicholl coming in as your assistant, was that your choice?
Yeah. It was the only person I spoke to. It was a bit more difficult. Obviously, Jimmy was working with St Mirren up until the playoff game last Sunday, so I couldn't really speak to him in regard to the job until that was all dealt with. And I thank St Mirren for that as well, because they've been a great help this week, and getting Jimmy over the line. Yeah, that was completely my choice, and he's someone I know very well personally, working with him. With Hibs, I'm in Northern Ireland, so he was the only person for me, and if I couldn't get Jimmy, then I don't think I would have been in the position to take the job, and I mean that wholeheartedly. It was never going to be a case. I was never going to go out and just look for any experience. I wanted I know the way Jimmy works, and I wanted him to come on with me.
James, with all the Jim Goodwin speculation of late, was it a pleasant surprise in a way that you were appointed, or was it a case of, I know what's really going on behind the scenes, it doesn't really matter what the media is saying?
Yeah, and I think I've been in football long enough to kind of go away for it at times what the media have said, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but at times things come out. It's come out about me when I was a player that I was injured or that. So look, I get the way it works, but it never worried me. I had faith in the way the club were doing the process. I still knew that the interviews had went and I had been in, I'd spoke to them. I knew what was coming out wasn't true at the time, but whatever the club decided to do, I'd have respected that decision. But obviously I'm honoured and I'm glad it's me.
How much are you looking forward to a potential title race with your friends from just down the road?
Like, any derby's great, whether you're playing in it, coaching at any level or managing it. I can't wait to the derbies. I loved them as a player. I say that with a pinch of salt because I lost a few, won a few, but the games are important for a lot of people. I think it brings all the fans together and it creates a great atmosphere at both clubs. So, but no, there's other teams in that league that we also need to be aware of, and it'd be disrespectful to just turn around and say I can't wait for a title race with Dundee United, because that won't be the case. Of course the derbies bring that extra excitement, but there's a lot of other games in that league that are important.
You start off with just a handful of players. Some might say that's a monumental task, but I guess you can put a positive slant on that as well, can't you? Because it kind of gives you a blank canvas in a way.
Yeah, for me it's better than having to come in and move 10 on and bring 10 in, which other managers have had to do, which I know is tough. For me that's not the case. I can add to that. I'm very happy with the senior players that are there. I'm very happy with the group of kids that have been mixed in as well. So there's a good there's a good balance of players in that dressing room already. We need to add to it, of course we do, and we need to bring quality in that can help us, and that's what we've been working on. But in terms of not having to chop and change 10 here and 10 there, yeah, I'm delighted with that. Obviously
relegation will have hurt the club financially, James, but how important is it that John and Tim and the board dig as deep as they need to give you a good budget to maximise your chances of winning the championship?
Yeah, and they always have since I came to this football club, and the conversations I've had already, and that's not going to change. I'm not saying the budget's not going to change, but them digging deep and them helping us isn't going to change. That's what they do. I know them. I've had a good relationship with them for 5 years, so I know how they work. You talk about having relationships in a club, when you know how even the owners work, then, and that's a great advantage. So they'll back us, of course, they have over the period I've been at this club, and we need to give them a bit back as well on the pitch.
And your passion and commitment for the club is self-evident. It's kind of legendary amongst the Dark Blues faithful. What's your message to the fans?
That we'll put a team on the pitch that they can be proud of. I'm not going to go into anything more than that, but they need to be coming away from here, or when the follies away from home, proud of what they've seen in the pitch, regardless of how that goes. And that's my biggest aim for this club. Obviously, is to get us back into the Premier League, but we need a team out there that all the fans who are great when they do come along and they get behind us, that they can walk away and say, you know what, I'm proud of my team again.
We spoke in the lead up to the St Mirren game about the young players, and you gave a couple of them a chance, and obviously fans love seeing home-reared players coming through. With the squad rebuild that you've got to do over the summer, are those young players in your mind for a first team squad position for next season?
Yeah, of course they are. But I said that I think it'd be wrong to change now. I said it in the lead up to the St Mirren game, and nothing's changed. If they're good enough and they can come into the training session and do what they've done, they improved the training session at the tail end of the season, they can handle that environment, then of course they'll be of great interest to me. I know them all very well. You know, I'm not going to stand here and say they're ready to play 30 or 38 games a season. It's not the case. They're young and we need to be careful with them, but there's a good group there that I can't wait to work with. That was a big thing for me as well, that it's been a good journey that we've went on working with them and developing them. So the next stage for them is first team football. We hope it's here, and we'll give them every chance for it to be here.
One of the homegrown players, Cammy Kerr, is out of contract. Is he a player you'd hope to keep?
100%. I don't need to even word that anyway, or any shape or form. I want Cammy at this club. I know what this club means to Cammy, and I know what the fans mean to Cammy as well, and how hurt he was. I've never seen anything like that in terms of, you see people gutted in football, but that was a real true. He was really he was devastated with the way last season ended, and that's good for me because I know he's coming back with a fire in his belly, and we can hopefully get it all tied up that he's coming back ready to fire on all cylinders to get this club back to where we believe it should be. But it's a no-brainer for me in terms of what it gives you on the pitch, but also what the identity that he's got with this football club. We need players that can care.
6 weeks until the first game of the season, and 3 weeks till your pre-season starts. Be no holiday for you, pretty much, just trying to get players tied up.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't have it any other way. I wish it was sooner. I know that probably sounds a bit daft because we need to get the players in, but I'm ready to go. Bring it on. Let's meet it face on and head on, and let's go and get about putting a good team on that pitch. That, as I say, and I'll keep going back to it, that these fans can go away for here, or when they follow us away for home proud of. That's the ultimate aim for me.